Winx Club, the magic is back, is finally here. I binged all 13 episodes and here are some thoughts. The first thing you have to know is I grew up loving Winx Club. I am going to be biased. Even if it's literal burning trash, I will have fondness for it. I will be critical, but for me, this is one franchise that I just adore. So it pains me to see it not do well or be done correctly. The first thing I'm gonna say, the AI claims, I cannot substantiate anything because, again, I don't know. However, there has been some alleged use of AI modeling and rendering for the characters and the scenery. However, the creators said that they didn't use any of it and that if they were to use it in the future, they didn't have to disclose any of it. So take that as you will. The first thing I want to say is that I am an old ass bitch. This show was not made for me. I am aware of that. So I do have to keep that in mind as I continue to watch it, because if I don't, I'm not going to enjoy it for what it is. Honestly, Winx fans, we are never happy with anything that is made because we always feel like it's never good enough or is, actually loyal to the original. And I feel like as time progresses, nothing is gonna be faithful to the original. People hated the Nickelodeon reboot. People hated Fate the Winx Saga. People hated the other version that came out recently with them giving us the icy backstory that I actually really, really liked. People hated World of Winx. So people are always gonna hate everything. I mean, fuck, they even hated the 3D movies that came out that were tied to the original series. So yeah, now all that aside, let's talk about the actual show. Bloom's original lore has been changed. Yes, she's still the lost princess of Domino. Yes, she grew up in Gardenia. However, a lot of things changed about how she ended up in Magic. In this reboot, she actually meets Stella and Flora, not just Stella. They actually give her the bicycle, which she's grateful for, instead of being like, oh, I actually wanted a moped. Like, what the fuck? You broke horse. They go to Magic's. The pacing of the show is really, really weird. Like, it's so fast, but at the same time so slow. The animation is really clunky. It's not fluid. So you take that into account before watching it. Kiko is a stuffed animal. He's not like her actual pet, so he does not go with her to Alfea yet. Alfea actually is a school for fairies and witches. Yes, you heard that right. Alfea and Cloud Tower have merged. Both Griffin and Farragonda are the headmistresses. Griselda is vice principal and also a teacher. We have the other teachers like always. There seems to be relative peace amongst everyone. Yes, the tricks go to Alfea. Yes, they are still working under a man, but also they're doing their own little plan on the side. We want to know more about why they need the key to the Omegaverse. I mean, Omega Dimension. My worlds collided for a second. Red Fountain, it's its own thing like always, but it seems that the specialists do come and take classes at Alfea because they need certain specific classes that they don't offer at Red Fountain, which, actually makes sort of sense. The big bad is a man called Vexius, who apparently used to work under Bloom's father, but he betrayed him, you already know. And there's a brand new fucking character, and I think this is what look at me, I'm fucking smiling. I think this is my favorite part of the whole reboot, and the only reason why I'm gonna keep watching it is because there is a new character. His name is Damien, and right from the get-go, as soon as he's introduced, Bloom says, oh, why does he seem so familiar? Yeah. They did it. Spoiler alert. Bloom's twin, Damien, / the co-owner of the Dragon Flame. I love him. My heart breaks for him, and his storyline is actually really, really sad throughout the first season. Now, I don't want to end this video just shitting on the series because I am waiting for the second part of season 1. Like, actually, and I'm not even being facetious, I am actually excited and waiting for it. I think they did a few things right. I liked the transformation sequence. I thought it was unique. All the girls had a lot of personality. I really, really, really liked what they did with Tegna's character. I liked how her fears are tied to her actual neurodivergent status. I don't know if Flora is Latina, but she sounds Latina, and I like that. I like the fact that they gave the girls very specific issues and struggles that they deal with. I think Flora's struggle is like the most blasé, to be honest. I really like what they did with Stella's character, making her be like underestimated and not be thought of as anything because people just, not only because she's a girl, but because she's pretty and she comes across as very, kind of, I don't want to say dumb, but just very airheaded. Bloom being competent, being a good leader, like that all shone through. She was very on it. I love how they called out the fact that it would be wrong for her to be with Sky, because Sky was with Diaspora. She was like, I don't want to get in between them. Like, that's wrong. They also brought up the class struggle between Brandon and Stella. Like, I really like that. I feel like no one thinks about that. Yes, we had a typical PSA episode, but I think it was really, really important to do it, especially given the target audience of the show. We got a little hint of Miraculous in here because of Damien's character. His relationship with his adoptive father is devastating. A lot of people have shitted on the fact that the Winx and the Tricks are in the same school. I like that, actually. I like the fact that there are consequences. Like, when they got their powers taken away, I was like, yes, give us equality, bitch. Like, yeah, they're also in school. Give them regular punishments. Like, they are not above the law. Yes. Overall, it is not a perfect reboot. Like, no reboot is ever perfect. It has a lot of issues. I hope that they do better, not in the next part, but in the part that's after. I do want this show to have some sort of longevity because, like I said, I do want to see the relationship between Bloom and Damien. I want to see all that dynamic, and I do want to see Damien and Flora. Also, I want to know how they are going to bring in Timmy and Tegna, given Tegna's issues. Also, Riven is a good man. Like, so far he seems really, really nice. I actually enjoy him in this. And they brought in a new love interest for our girl Aisha. I was about to call her Layla for a second. Now, if you watched it and if you hated it or loved it, let me know in the comments. What do you think about Damien? Is Damien giving Adrian aggressed?